Yeah, I can never doubt myself, I know better. All of you critics be acting like you know better.
Nathan Rogers here with MMA Futures. I'm joined today by Nick Meck.
Yes,
How are you doing this morning, man?
I'm doing all right, man.
It's totally not morning.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's definitely I'm still a little tired and just sore, man. Just getting some good work.
Nick, tell me a little about your background. What got you in MMA? What brought you here?
What got me in here? My background's wrestling. So I started by I was wrestling since I was 4, and I got into wrestling because I had anger issues. So my mom and dad brought me on the mats, and I ended up enjoying it. And I've been wrestling since I was 4 and took 1 year off, and here I am. That's how I got into this, because I did 6 years in college, and then I didn't really know what to do afterwards. So I was kind of like, I love competing, so it was like, let's go try this and see what happens.
So, I hear it a lot that people get their kids into wrestling for anger, for disciplinary issues.
Yeah.
How do you feel that that's affected your temperament and kind of where you've driven yourself in life?
I think it helped me out a lot because it's made me learn how to control my anger and be very disciplined in life. And wrestling is a good life tool because it makes you handle adversity. Not many, like my coach says, Chad Park says, if wrestling was easy, everybody could do it. It's not easy. Nobody wants to cut weight. No one wants to cut weight and then wrestle the whole day. It's a good teaching tool you can take into your life experience for work and all that. So you just gotta be mentally tough.
And you've been doing this for a while. What is kind of your aspirations? What is your motivation to continue to do this and to drive yourself to go further?
My motivation, I just love competing. I just like the thrill of it. Like, I love stepping out there. I like the lights. I like the crowd. I like the nervousness. Like, you get nervous before the fights. I like all that. And obviously, I want to make money out of it and be able to support my own family, my family, and self. But I really like it just because the thrill you get from competing.
Tell me a little about the thrill of from the sitting in the cage, sitting in the locker room, getting ready, to that when they call your name when you step into that cage. Kind of tell me a little about that journey of the fight.
It's nerve-wracking because there's a lot of mixed emotions, but sometimes I don't really. To me, I don't really get nervous because it reminds me of wrestling. Like, you have to do the same thing, you have to set and wait for your match to come up. Then walk out there like you're gonna fight. I get a little nervous, but it's I don't get really too nervous because it kind of reminds me of wrestling. You just walk out there and something's gonna happen, and you just gotta be mentally prepared. But I like it. I like being back there.
Are you I know this is a wrestling thing. Are you a guy that takes a nap right before you get ready to go out there, or are you that person that is amped and up there warming up for the whole time? And obviously, now that you're a pro, later on in the card, you might get yourself worn out. But what kind of a locker room guy are you?
I'm usually in my wrestling career, I was the one who got amped. Now I'm the one that takes naps, and I'll get up, hit some hits, and then I'll just sit down with my headphones on and just take a nap. So I'm the guy that takes a nap before it. Like, I'll get a good little pump, and then I'll just go down, shut my eyes, and put my headphones in. So stay relaxed, man. There's no point to overwork yourself or something that hasn't started. So,
training in a gym like Marathon MMA. How do you feel being here? How do you feel about the coaching? How do you feel they're going to help you get to the next level?
Coaching, I think the coaching is really good. In my opinion, Trey goes a lot over with a lot of groundwork, and that's why I like it, because I'm a wrestler. Like, I like the groundwork, and he does mix it up with striking. And from my perspective, I think he does a really good job, and he definitely fits my type of fight skill because of that. And then the gym is awesome because there's actually, my last gym, I didn't really have too many people, and that's where I started, which I still thank them for helping me get started. But it definitely makes a big difference when you have more than one training partner and people are consistently here. Right? That's the only way you get better if people are consistently here. So this gym is really, it's a really good gym.
Tell me a little bit about, you talk a lot about wrestling. Tell me a little bit about being able to take on the strike and being able to let that wrestling go and learn that.
Striking, I don't mind it. It's weird at first because you don't really strike through wrestling, but it's I would say it's a little easier to learn striking than wrestling. Wrestling is every little thing. Striking is definitely a part at first, but I think it's a lot easier than trying to learn wrestling. So it's not bad. I mean, if in my opinion, I would rather wrestle. To be honest, I'd rather wrestle. But I'm getting better. Striking is definitely one of the things you need to set up the wrestling. So.
Awesome, Nick. Well, thank you for sitting down chatting with me.
Thank
Be
you.
sure to like, comment, subscribe. Follow us right here on MMA Futures.
Yep.
Be sure to follow Nick Meck and his journey as he sees how far you go with the sport.
Yeah, thank you for having me.